a stew.
A pinch of salt and laughter too.
A scoop of kids to add the spice.
A dash of love to make it nice. And you've got
Too many cooks,
too many cooks.
too many cooks, too many cooks, too many cooks.
Takes a lot to make a stew.
When it comes
Yeah, no, not a thing.
You got money, make sure you head your ass. Yeah, I can't hear you guys because you guys can't actually talk to me. 3 hearts. Oh! Play to rest. Come on. Before you wipe your butt, wipe from the front to the back. Never back to front. Give me your money. Ice cream, yeah, whatever that shit is, right? I don't care about their comfort. The egg will always persist. Let me cook. Let me cook. Daddy. Ah!
mixing out.
You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You know when you gotta, you know. I never get a sponsorship from them because I curse too much. Fuck you guys. Fuck. You guys won't hear me speak another word for the whole stream.
Too many cooks, 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 too many cooks,
Fuck.
too many cooks, too many cooks.
You know what dirt smells like?
Takes a lot to make us
Especially when
I've been waiting. Fiber. Oh, this is how you make me feel. Then your mom in front of the Hoover Dam. This bird is gonna fucking squirt all over me. No, I'm not good. I'm the best. No, I was on Iron Chef. Fuck Bobby Flay.
It takes a lot to make a stew.
a pinch of salt and laughter too.
A scoop of kids to add the spice.
A dash of love to make it nice. And you've got
Too many cooks,
too many cooks.
too many cooks, too many cooks,
Too many cooks.
too many cooks.
Takes a lot to make a stew.
When it comes
Yeah, no, not a thing.
You got money, make sure you head your ass. Yeah, I can't hear you guys because you guys can't actually talk to me. 3 hearts. Oh! Play to rest. Come on. Before you wipe your butt, wipe from the front to the back. Never back to front. Give me your money. Alright. Ice cream, yeah, whatever that shit is, right? I don't care about their comfort. The egg will always
You guys on TikTok,
persist.
I know, you can
Let me
see.
cook. Let me cook. Daddy. Ah!
mixing out.
You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You know when you gotta, you know. I never get a sponsorship from them because I curse too much. Fuck you guys. Fuck. You guys won't hear me speak another word for the whole stream.
Too many cooks, 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 too many cooks.
All right. Let's go. Let's freaking go. What is up, everyone? What is up? What is up? I don't know what up is. Which way is up? Guys, what is up? Who is up? Why is up? Welcome to another episode. This is technically season 2, episode 1 of this stuff. I know you guys are at TikTok are like, wait, how's it already seasons? And what about, and you guys on Twitch are probably, on YouTube are probably like, wait a minute, we're in seasons? What the fuck is going on? I don't even know what the fuck's going on, guys. I'm the one who created this mad haberdashery, right? But we're doing this anyways. Guys, this is me cooking. I still haven't really come up with a cool name for the cooking show that I want to call it, but I'm up for all of it. But it's still me. It's still Uber stuff, right? It's still me. So, guys, what are we doing today? It is the Lunar New Year, right? Uber stuffs. Yeah, Uber stuffs me. Right? So, guys, it is the Lunar New Year. You know what that means? It means that's some Chinese stuff. And I'm not Chinese, I'm Japanese. I know. Not all Asians are the same. But it does not mean that I was not inspired to do something today. Because I thought it was very special that I think this is the first one. I miss you, Overcast Liv. I miss you so much, Liv. Also, I saw that you were trying to raid, but my internet was like really fucking with me last night. So I tried to fix the stream right when you raided. I was like, no! So, but we got that. We got that. I appreciate the shit out of that. So, guys, what is more Chinese than Chili Crunch? There's quite a lot of things that are more Chinese than Chili Crunch. There's Kung Fu. There's Dynasties. There's Wukong. You know, there's a bunch of things that are that. Oh, yes. In the meantime, enjoy the show, Liv. Enjoy the show. Enjoy it. You know, tell Jacques to enjoy it too. Cooking is the greatest aphrodisiac anyways. So, what are we doing? We are doing Chili Crunch and we're doing a whole Branzino. A whole fish. Because that is one thing I do know about Lunar New Year. And that is whole fish is a very big tradition in Lunar New Year cooking. Alright, that's the only thing I fucking know about it. There's moon cakes. I don't know shit about that. I was thinking about buying some and just whatever. But there are some allergies up in this house that we can't really have. You know, oh, we can have flour. I mean, you know, I just don't like being an asshole about it. But anyways, we're still going to eat all that stuff. We're going to make some good food. I've never cooked this stuff before, right? I never cooked it, whatever. And so when I looked up online, I was like, hey, what's a Chinese way of cooking Branzino? And I looked at it, and I was like, hey, look, all the ingredients I got anyways is exactly the way I was going to do it. So apparently I know some shit, or maybe it's just the fact that I've been cooking for over half my life, and I happen to know this stuff. So, guys, we're going to get down on this. Now, you're probably wondering, what the fuck's all these ingredients and everything? And where's the fish? The fish is in the fridge. I'm not using the fish right now. The fish is actually going to be one of the later things that we are going to be doing because it's going to cook fairly fast. And the fish we got, I will show you guys when we get there. How are you doing, Evan? So, in the meantime... Oh, wait, there's a 90-second ad break starting. Thank you for sticking around and supporting the channel. Guys, I know I'm a shill right now. I had to put ads on the channel, but I mainly did it just because I wanted to see exactly how it works. So that's all. I know you guys on TikTok get it for free. Stop bragging, but you guys get like the shittier version of all this. You don't get all the bells and, well, actually you get some bells and whistles, right? Because I integrated it a lot more, but you don't get like the cool scene changes and all that stuff. So guys, we are gonna get going. Let's go ahead and change some scenes and all that shit. I have a stream deck right here, right? And guess what? I don't have it fucking set up yet. I haven't had the time to. I'm too busy. I'm a chef. I work too much. Anyways, so let's go ahead and change it up. We're gonna go ahead and do the bird's eye so you guys can see the overhead camera, all that jazz. So the first thing is going to be the chili crunch. And the reason why it's first is because there's a lot of things that need to heat up in order for the chilies to kind of activate, right? So we have chipotle peppers, we have some cascabel peppers, and then we also have, because I couldn't find the full peppers, but they're the same kind of chili Californias, otherwise known as fucking guajillos, all right? So we are for sure going to use all this. We are for sure going to use all this, but we are not going to use all the chipotles because I am a pussy, and chipotles are dried jalapenos. So I'm not all about that. Not all about it, guys. So you guys are probably wondering, how are we going to do a chili crunch? Are we going to take all these peppers and then add some extra crunch to them? Yes and no, right? So the first things first is that we need to get our heat source going, right? Now, it's very important to make sure that this is right side up and not upside down. Because if for some reason you're able to turn it on while it's upside down, you will burn whatever surface it is on. And because I have a wooden surface, that means that I'll burn the wooden surface I'm working on and potentially set the house on fire. I don't really want to do that, guys. I live here. I sleep here. It's cold outside. I don't want to deal with that shit. I know you guys don't want me to deal with that. And if you guys do want to deal with me to that, you guys have to, you know, start subbing. or sending some bits, or sending some gifts on TikTok, all that shit. I need all the money. Give me your money. Anyways, so let's go ahead and plug this in and make sure that we got our gasage on. Cool. And I have, I should have gotten that. I should have gotten that at the store, but I didn't. Should have gotten more gas. I have one more gas canister. That's more than enough for today. That's fine. We're Gucci. So we got this. Man, look at that. I need to wipe it down. I don't remember what I cooked on this last. And we need to get a pretty decent sized pot. Let me move my nabe. That was loud. Anyways, I think this size will be fine for what we are going to do. And the reason why we're not going to do the biggest pot is because we don't need to, right? Guys, I got a brand new, I can't say it's a brand new toy, but for me it's brand new. I got a new toy today. And you guys are going to be like, wait, you haven't had this the whole time? Guess what it is? It's a fucking blender. Yeah, I've had an immersion blender before I had an actual blender. And this isn't just any other blender. This is a fucking Blendtec, right? This is like Vitamix's rival. I've only seen I got a follow. Thank you so much for the follow. I can't see exactly where is my chat on this? Why did it not show me? Thank you so much. Hero Studio. I can't say your name right, but thank you so much. I don't know why the alert wasn't that loud. It's like, that's not right. Where's the sound alert? Sound alert's all the way up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. But thank you so much for that. Anyways, Blendtec. So I've never used this blender yet, and you're probably wondering why it is like cloudy. It's because this has been used 300 times before I owned it. So we're gonna find out about it. But Blendtec is like the actual true rival to Vitamix. But anyways, a blender is absolutely necessary for a chili crunch. It's like, I never tried it with an immersion blender, but I know for a fact it'll work on a blender that will create a vortex. A vortex is necessary for any blender. Don't get those Ninja blenders. They're all fucking horrible, right? They're all bad. So anyways, we got our pot right here. And what we're going to do, we're going to take our chilies. Let me make sure I get a little bowl for all of our waste. We're going to go ahead and take our chilies, and we are actually going to grab some gloves as well. Because if you don't know about chilies, they have this thing called capsaicin. Capsaicin is the spicy stuff on the in the chilies. It's just not fun. It's not fun, guys. It's not fun, guys. But we don't have mushrooms in this recipe. All right, guys, bend over. All right. So we are just going to make sure. Let me go ahead and knife it up. Lemongrass, go right there. And we are going to take off any of the seeds. We do not want the seeds, guys. Seeds are not crunchy. They just don't, they don't break down. They don't break down the way you guys think they do, all right? Sure, they can over an extremely long time, but in the fashion that we are going to be making this, it's not going to need it. Now, you're probably thinking, chili crunch, why am I using Mexican chilies? Because Mexican chilies have so much more flavor. During the drying process, there's a sense of smoke that happens with them, right? With Chinese chilies, it's just pure, straight dehydration leaving out to the sun. It can't supply the same amount of heat that these chilies can. And I mean the heat as in like sunlight heat, actual sunlight heat. So we are going to use all the cascabeles. We're going to take out all the stems and seeds. All that. No seeds, no stems, no sticks. We just want that sticky, icky. Oh, wait. Throw it in the pot. Pot. All right. And the way that I clean these, guys, I literally just kind of crack them open like an egg, and everything will fall out. Now, it doesn't mean, if you get seeds in your chili crunch, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. You don't need to. We are gonna blend them up. Like, this is gonna get hard blended. So as long as you don't have a whole big batch of seeds, you're good. Now let's say you want to do like a ghost oil or a sleeper oil, I guess you could say. What do I mean by sleeper oil? So you guys know about like cars, how like you have Do you understand what that means? So in cars, if there is something called a sleeper, that means that the car looks like a junk car, but its performance is like, it'll outrun a Lamborghini, essentially, right? You'll have a Honda that can outrun a Lamborghini. That's a sleeper. So what I mean by a sleeper oil is you can have an oil that looks just like a big thing of plain ass canola oil, and then you put it on their food and you're like, oh, what the fuck is this? It's spicy. You can make a sleeper oil. I might do that actually. I might actually do that for my chefs, because we at the restaurant for our staff meals and everything, we actually have a whole little like area with nothing but hot sauces, right? And you know how many of them I eat? 0, because I'm a pussy, right? But chilies are delicious. That's the shitty thing. Chilies are fruity. They have a lot of like good stuff going on with them. But why? But like they're why do they have to be so hot? Right? So we're just gonna keep doing these. And the flesh is what we're really aiming for, right? So you guys are wondering, like, this is all like the flesh. Think of it like jerky. Here, let me switch the scene, or actually here. So you guys see how like small it is, right? Like the wall of the flesh, it's super skinny, but they're like any other pepper, they're super plump. That's just happens, dehydration, you know, I'm sure you guys understand it, but you guys don't realize how much water content is inside of the foods that you eat. Like meat, jerky, all that stuff. You'll be surprised how much everything shrinks when you get rid of water. I mean, look at like the fucking people who are starving. And I mean this. I don't mean this in a derogatory way. People who are starving are like really skinny because they don't have like the nutrients that will actually absorb liquids. You know, people who are starving and all that stuff, they can't absorb all that stuff. It's a very real thing. You know. So it literally just goes right through their system. That's why they look so skinny. I mean, there's more to it, but water weight is a big thing, right? Now, next thing, we're gonna do our chipotles. This is the actual spicy stuff, right? So, like I said, I'm a pussy. I'm only gonna put 1 in. I'm only gonna put 1, right? Because 1, it's not gonna contribute to the color so much, but 2, I don't like the way that these look, if I'm being completely honest. They smell great. Chipotles are also incredibly smoky when they're dried. Incredibly. So normally what they'll do is do a whole, like, what would you call it? A, Toreanos. They'll smoke them and then they'll dry them. It'll be backwards, right? So we're just gonna break it up to kind of help it like ease its way in, right? Because we don't need to do too much, and we're gonna save the rest of these for later for something else, because I will use those for sure, right? Now we are going to add the rest of this, our ground stuff. We're just gonna put these right in. Come on in, chili molida. Molida. We'll just put the plastic in there for now. We will make a ghost chili though. We'll make a ghost one, right? All right. So I do like the way that guajillos taste. It's just like that nice standard like Mexican chili flavor, I guess you could say, right? It just sucks that these are already like dried out. Yeah, ad breaks. I'm sorry guys for the ad breaks. I'm sorry. So, we're gonna throw these away. Guys, and really fast before before we move on to the next. Oh god, I got some chili powder in my eye. before we get into this next bit, right? Ugh. That was horrible. Have a conversation with me. Ask questions. Ask questions. Ask me what my favorite thing is. I don't know. I don't even know the answer to that question. I think about it. Don't ask that question. Don't do it. All right. So, what we need to do is fill this up with oil, right? And we are going to go boop, boop, boop. But we're not going to fill the entire thing with oil. There's a big reason why we're not going to do that, right? First things first, we're going to do this. We're going to do it about, we'll do it about halfway. Not even halfway. That right there is fine, right? We're going to go ahead and turn it on. We're going to turn it on high just to start. And we're going to stir. Right? And what this is going to do is infuse the oil with everything. You can see the coating on the chopsticks that it is getting red on there. That's just from the molita. Now we don't want to fry the oil or the chilies. We just want them to be hot, right? If we fry the chilies, what's going to happen is that we're actually going to burn them. Oh, thank you so much, Kevin Rodriguez. What will happen is that we'll actually burn the chilies before anything else. Now, because everything in here is like so dry and all that, you're gonna get a lot of not smoke, but a lot of aroma happening super fast. And I don't know if you guys can see it in the chat. Oil is just much more viscous than water. You can see movement in here. That means that everything is already getting like infused, right? So we had it on high. It's starting to get a little bit of boils. We're gonna turn on low at this point, right? We gotta let it do its thing. We're gonna let it do its thing for a few minutes. Now, it's important that we do have this step. If we don't do this step, what's gonna happen is that we are going to have like a very bland oil. The chilies will not actually infuse into the oil. It needs to steep. It needs to let its job do. So while that's happening, we're gonna go ahead and set up the blender, and then we will get some other components going, right? So we got our Lentech blender, and what's a better way to christen a new blender than staining it? That's another thing, guys. This will stain any plastic that you have. It's a thing. It's just gonna stain it. It's just part of the job. It's part of the do that it does. Now we're hearing some frying action. That means we need to turn it down a little bit more. And the thing is, oil will be hot for a long time. There's a reason why I only fill this up for an X amount, because we want to fill the rest of the way with cold oil. That's the fastest way to cool down oil, is to add more oil, right? Time won't do it. Definitely don't put any fucking water in there. That's how you create fires. So let me plug in this blender really fast. Let's see if a blender will reach. And it barely will. Sick. All right. We will have the blender there. Let's go ahead and move these chilies out. And it's already smelling mighty smoky in here, which is great. We're gonna go ahead and turn on this thing a bit more. All right. Let that do its due. And you guys can see it's starting to like really like boil, toil and trouble, which is good. We want to get that going, and we're not looking for the peppers to get soft or anything, because they won't. Like, this is not water. We're not reconstituting the peppers. All we're doing is infusing the oil with the pepper. But we're gonna go take it a step further here in a bit by blending them down all the way down till it's a liquid right here, and it's gonna get loud. I will say that much. So I'll probably mute the audio when that happens, or at least my audio when that happens. So it's doing its job. You're seeing it's sizzling. It's starting to simmer. Kill the heat completely at this point. We don't want it to like hard fry. We just want everything to get activated. Let it do its thing. There you go, right? let it sit there for a couple more minutes. In the meantime, we got our blend tech ready. And I want to make sure that I have a vessel ready to pour into. And I want to make sure it's not plastic, because if it's plastic, that means it's going to melt, and I don't want it to melt. So, let me see what I got. I got an even bigger bowl. I got an even bigger bowl right here. Actually, yeah, I got an even bigger bowl right here. We'll use this. Fuck it. Why not? Right? And we'll do that. Ooh. God, that fucking pepper. Ah! In the meantime, guys, I just want to say thank you guys for just hanging out with me, being so cool on the Lunar New Year, all that jazz. You guys make me so nice. Let me pull something up really fast. Oh, she blows. So, we got this going, right? Once it stops doing its job, then we'll do this. Now, the next part of this, right? If you guys were here for my other streams, you guys know about this next ingredient or next few ingredients that I'm putting in. So, the best part of chili crunch is the actual crunch, right? Not really the flavor, but the crunch is the reason why it's so fucking addicting. What is the crunch? Now, a lot of people use nuts. Some people use fried allium, and that's what I'm using because it is nut-free. Don't have to worry about allergies. If you can't eat onions, that's a you problem, straight up. I don't care. So we got 3 different kinds. We got fried onions, we got fried shallots, and we got fried garlic, right? And we're gonna start with just half of the amount of everything that we have, equal parts, right? Break up whatever. Now this stuff is already fried. If I put it into this oil and then put it in there, it's gonna be very thick. And then on top of that, this stuff will actually end up soggy. We don't want that to happen. We want it to still be crispy, right? So we're gonna do this, some onion. Now you can also use dehydrated stuff, but the fried stuff will actually benefit a little bit more because there's already oils in this stuff. Doing dehydrated, it won't reconstitute, so you'll have a chewier texture. This one will actually be a lot more crunchy, right? And you can see like the product on there is a lot bigger. That's fine, because when we stir, it's gonna break up. It's fine. So what we're gonna do, like I said, we're just gonna do half parts of each in there for now. Put all of this over there. Knife right meow. Let's go under. There you go. Let me get a hot pad so we can transfer. And then we are going to start scooping some of this into the blend tech, right? Now I want to be as careful as I can to not put it on my cutting board because shit will stain, and it'll stain for a while, right? Now, will I be mad about it if it gets on there? Not really, because I actually like those like imperfections that as long as it is, I'm the one who creates them. I don't like it when other people create those imperfections. It has to be a me thing. And I like how I grabbed a plastic container with hot ass oil to be my thing. But I said, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. It actually doesn't. Here, let me see. Will it be fine? I think it'll be fine. All right. Now, the thing is, for any blender that will create a vortex, it will actually, you can see how red everything is right now, guys. It will actually, ooh, hot. Of course it's hot. Of course. It'll actually heat up even more, right? It'll generate heat. It's a thing. All right. We're going to do this, and then we are going to add some regular cold oil to make sure that we are not overheating everything. We're just going to do about that much, equal parts. And we're going to fucking blend. Guys, you guys are witnessing the first time, not only the first time I'm using this blender, but the first time I'm using a Blendtec blender ever. I've never used a Blendtec blender in my life. I've only seen videos of will it blend. Guys, will chili crunch blend? Let's switch the scene. Oh God. All right, let's switch the scene to the side scene so you guys can see a better blending action. You guys ready? Will it blend? Oh! No, shut up. All right, here we go. This is on low, but we need it to be pureed. I don't know if you guys can hear it or see it, but there's smoke coming out of there, which is good. I don't know, you guys, I just found something cool about this. It shows you, there's a little screen on this, and it shows you like how long you've been blending for, which is actually pretty, I'm not gonna lie, that's a big thing, guys. That's a real big thing, right? So, we're gonna go ahead and pour this right in. And it's fairly smooth. Well, there's all the sediment, but that's fine. Sediment is okay. All right, and we're gonna do it more. We'll actually probably put the rest of this in. All right, get you out of here. Actually, I'll just throw this one away. I got plenty of two containers. We're gonna do this. Pour the rest of this in. And you guys see the bottom of this pot, which is where all like the paste is. We do need to scrape that off, because that's all that good stuff, that good, and make sure that it gets into the oil as much as possible. All right. And again, what we're going to do, add some more canola oil, but before I do that, I'm gonna put it in the pot itself. Ah, I should have fucking put water into my vein. We'll put that right there. You can stay there for a second. I'm just gonna put it in here. A little bit, like that. We'll put even more. Fuck it. Fuck it. What? Fuck it. Robots in disguise. Yeah, man. What do you mean? Yeah, of course I got booted out. Well, I didn't get booted out. I left. Also, hold on. Let me make sure that... Can I see? Malik, I didn't even see that you were talking this whole time. Stupid multi-chat. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Stupid multi-chat wasn't doing. Sorry, Malik. I know. Rip. But I do like the Arizona or the Mexican spices in this instead of the Chinese spices. And guys, look at all that extra spice that we just got from the scrape in the pan or the pot. Put that right in. Get as much of it out as we can. I was wondering, why am I not getting any like chatters? What's going on? Also, I don't know how many viewers I have. I purposely put it like that. And Chipotles are spicy. Fuck you. I'm a pussy. I told you guys that. I don't like spicy food. I mean, I know what spicy food's supposed to taste like. I know like what heat is. If I can avoid it, I'm going to. At any opportunity that I can. All right. Will it blend? I don't know what these modes are, but we're trying them out, guys. We're trying them out. The screen on this thing is just moving on its own. Look at the smoke. It's coming. All right, so we got this ready to go. So, You guys see all that smoke? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I just had to let it run a little bit more, but it fucking did its job, right? So, I need to rinse this really fast, otherwise it's gonna stain the blend tech. I'm okay with it staining though, I really am. I am not mad if it does. Because it shows like I christened it on its first use. Suck it, Trebek. That's what it means. And if it doesn't, then I'm okay with it either or. So, well that's going. We are going to take our chili crunch concoction and we're going to stir it up quite well. Right? Just to make sure everything's incorporated the way that it needs to be. And seeing if it's the right ratio that I want. And I can tell right off the bat, I want more crunch. I want much more crunch. I want bunch of crunch, guys. I want that fucking Captain. I want that fucking Captain Crunch. For some reason I was blanking on the word crunch when all I'm saying is fucking crunch. So we're gonna go ahead and just put all of it in. All of it. All of everything that we got. You can't be mad at it. All of it. So that's a lot of garlic, a lot of onion, a lot of shallot. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Guys, everything's gonna sink on the bottom when we put it away. But essentially, guys, chili crunch is that easy. It's that fucking easy. You take some oil, you heat it up with some peppers, and then you put some fried shit in there. That's it. That's it. Thank you for the share, Gavin. Thank you for the share. You Gavin, you better fucking dance, Gavin. Dance! Yeah, I did that. Anyways. So, we are just going to leave this in the side for now. And, like, it's cool enough where I can hold a metal pot with it right there, but everything's going to infuse. And over time, it's going to get even better. It has just enough heat for the rest of the oils to just do its thing. And we just got to let it do its thing, guys. It's Gucci. That fucking simple. And it's cheaper than, so each one of these, I think, was like, I think the most expensive one, which I think was the shallots, was like $10, right? And like the least expensive is like $6, right? And you take some fucking canola oil, this whole thing, which I still have half of. So this is a whole ass gallon, which is $12, I think is what it cost me. 10, 12? No, 7. This cost me $7, right? And then you got your chilies, and the chilies that I just used right now cost me $9, I think, for everything. And I didn't even use all the chipotles. There you go. Guys, make your own chili crunch. You guys got a blender. You guys got a heat source. Do it. It's delicious. Fuck around and find out. Experiment. Don't do a giant batch like this unless you want to. I don't care. Do whatever the fuck you want. All right. So we got that in there. We're going to let this do its thing. And I don't have to have this on a hot pad because I have a rubber bottom on the bottom of this. Oh, yeah. However, we do have to put our fucking blender away. All right, Blend Tech, good job. Everyone, give a round of applause for the Blend Tech. Woo, yeah, you did it. You blended that shit so good. I want to suck your dick, Blend Tech. Whoa, 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 you don't need to say that. Okay, well, I want to give you a high five, Blend Tech. Okay, that's good. That's better. All right, so we'll go ahead and put this away. Right there. I'll wash the blender top because we don't need that for now. In the meantime, we do need to blanch some bok choy. Why are you saying, oh, why you get bok choy? It's because it's Asian? I like, well, that, but I also really like bok choy. I think bok choy is fucking delicious. So guys, how do you blanch something? You blanch something by getting a fucking pot and putting some fucking water in there, putting a bunch of salt in that water, so that way you can season your food. And then you boil that bitch, and you add some more water, and then you put it, whatever you put in there, for a few minutes, not even a few minutes, and you take it out of the fucking water, and then all that jazz. I actually might not even, you know what? No, fuck that. We're not going to blanch it. I take that back. Guys, we're not blanching. I got a better idea. Whether or not it's a good idea, whatever. It's still better. It's still better, right? Let's go ahead and move it back over. Move you over back on the birds I seen. Do. All right, so next thing is next. We are going to do some mise en place, or some fucking cuttering, charcuterie. But actually, before I do that, I think the next step we should do is actually dry our fish from any of its oils that are in its own oils, right? Because we're going to be adding even more fat to it. First things first, we're going to make sure we have some paper towels. I don't know how big my fish is. I want to say it was this big. So, guys, the magical fish of the day is, drum roll, please. Where's the drum roll? It is, Branzino. Woo! Guys, I'm gonna put all those sounds on the stream deck someday. I just gotta figure that shit out. I'm lazy, and by lazy I mean I work too much, and I don't want to hustle when I'm at home. God. Even though I was kind of doing that. Of course, Emilio, how's it been? Braxton, I'm cooking. I can't Brawl Stars and cook right now. Gorsh. All right. So we got Branzino. Branzino is a tasty fish. It's like a sea bass variant. It's delicious. It's a little bit fishier than most other sea basses, but it's good. Nonetheless. All right. Gonna grab a glove. Galagulaga. All right. Oh yeah, see, it's dripping, straight dripping on fofos, wrapped in fofos. And we're gonna take some more paper towel, and we're just gonna try and wipe off as much as we can from this bitch. Oh yeah. Oh, and we just wanna, yeah, you little slutty Branzino. Oh, and we're gonna, oh, yeah, you like that, huh? So, this was one of the better Branzinos that they had at the store. I got to pick it out, and by pick it out, I literally took that bag that I took it out of, put my hand in it, grabbed this thing by the head, and ripped it right in, you know? It's one of those kind of stores. I love it, right? You actually get to interact with your food. What we're going to do from here is salt it, right? I should have done this on my other hand, whatever. Will I do? I don't know. I was doing some last night. Do it. Call the police. So we're going to do some on the skin, a little bit, right? Not all of it's going to absorb in the skin, and that's fine. What we do need to worry about is getting it in the flesh, but before we do that, I just realized they only cleaned it. They didn't even take it all the way. I'm okay with the fish not being, like, deboned or anything in its current setting, because I want to cut it, I want to eat it whole, right? But deboning and all that stuff is not going to be the end of the world, right? So let me grab a glove on my left hand. And normally I always have a glove on my left hand, you know, Michael Jackson style. But guys, bend over. All right. And what I'm just going to do is along the spine, I want everything to be kind of even. And just cut it on the other side, on both sides, right? Like so. And then we're going to salt bay that bitch. Oh. I suppose it'd help if I get more in there. Cut some of those bones. There we go. Oh yeah, much better. I could, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's take out the spine, right? Take out the collar. Make sure it's even deeper in there. Gucci. And what we're going to do, make sure our knife is in all the way through. On the other side, run our knife all the way through. Gucci. Come on. There we go. Don't need to get the entire fish spine out, but there we go. Fatality. Oh. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and put this in because I am not making any stock or anything with it. And we are going to salt our fish now. On the inside. There we go. And we will stuff it here in a bit. But in the meantime, we are going to just do this. Wrap it up in the paper. Wipe my knife. And put it on the sheet tray. There we go. Go back in the oven hang out there for a second. I'm doing something. I'm doing something. All right. Let's go ahead and wipe. There she blows. There she blows. All right. Let me take a sip of some nice Coca-Cola. All right. So we got this. We got the brock going, or we don't have the brock going, but we do need to get some lemongrass. Now, so the next part we do actually need to do is we need to get our braising sauce. But I don't think I'm gonna like hard braise it. I think I'm going to do something a little bit different. Right? So we're gonna grab a pot and we are going to make our marinade a little bit. Ow. Ow. So we got some dried shrooms. I guess, yeah, I guess we do have some fun guy, right? So we're gonna put a few of these in there. Not too much, just fine though. Just kind of help out with the umami. And these are shrooms I dried up myself, you know, and my dehydrator, right? Hey, do I know how to make some mac and cheese? Dude, I will throw down on some mac and cheese, all right? Yeah, dude, I teach you how to cook on, guys. How many of you TikTok nerds are new here, huh? How many of you guys are new? That's what I want to know, right? All right, so we also got some dark soy, right? So this brand, Superior Dark Soy, this is actually Chinese dark soy sauce. This shit is ultra viscous. You guys see the darkness around the bottle? That is actually based off the viscosity of this shit. This shit is fucking strong. All right, it's Chinese sauce. Yeah, I play Brawl Stars. Of course I play Brawl Stars. This stuff is way more strong, and actually there's a lot more alcohol in there too. It's naturally brewed, naturally fermented, right? Don't drink this. Just don't. It's fucking right? So we only need that much. That alone might actually be too much, but we're gonna find out, right? So we got that. We also got, where are you? I got some bean sauce that I have never used and I've happened to have. We're only gonna put a bit in here. This is just gonna add a little bit of sweetness to it. All right. A different kind of complexity to this. Delicious. All right. And then we are also, like I said, we're gonna stick with that Mexican-esque kind of theme. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm also live on Twitch and YouTube right now, right? So I also had some raw ass blue agave. So agave is going to act as like that natural sweetener that I want. I don't really want to use sugar straight up. Just a personal preference. Nothing against it, right? And honestly, I've never tried this recipe, so I don't fucking know. I don't know how it's going to taste, guys. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it, right? I'm doing it well, right? So we got that. Let's see what other spices I have. Let's see what else I got. Guys, look, I got a drawer. I put all these little tiny jars in here, and it's full of fucking spices. Burnt onion. I'm definitely gonna put some fucking burnt onion in this. Hands down. I love the flavor of burnt onion. Put some of that. Reinforce that color. We're gonna put a little bit of some ramen chicken base in there. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Jesus. I think that's how you say your name. All right, so we're gonna put some of this chicken. This is actual like ramen packet powder. We're just gonna put a tad in there, and the reason why is because it's delicious, and two, this is pretty much my MSG plus is what I call it. We're going to put in not some pepper. No, my fucking stuff. We're gonna put in some white pepper, right? Just a little bit. Oh, that's more than a little bit, but that's fine because we are gonna dilute it. We are gonna put in, no, gelatin, we don't need you. Onion powder, we're fine. Actually, onion powder is a good idea. Put in some regular onion powder. So this is the stuff that the fish is going to be cooked in for the most part. So we're not going to put any salt. Paprika, parsley, no. Basil, no. No, no, no. All right, that's all the spices I think we're good for now. So what we're going to do is that, and we are going to put some water in this, and we'll check the flavor on this. This stuff is going to be highly strong, highly concentrated, but that's fine. That's what we want in a braise. The braise liquid we want to be stronger than anything else, because through osmosis, those flavors will go into the meat, and some of the flavors from the meat will go out. I'm going to turn on the heat on high. We're going to stir it up. Actually, I got a whisk over there. That's an even better tool. All right? We're going to stir, stir, stir. Turn it on high. That's what it is. We're going to taste. Now, like I said, it's going to be strong. It can be stronger. It can be a lot stronger, but it's tasty. That's very, oh man. That's, that's very tasty. It could use more of this, and it can use actual salt. That's actually, yeah, that's very tasty. I was just free fucking balling, guys, but that's that's delicious. All right. All right. So that's why I had the other fucking bean in there for. All right. So where's my other beans? Here we go. Let's see. One for clean, one for dirty. There you go. How you doing, Liam? So we want to get this to a boil. We don't necessarily need it to stay boiling though, right? At least not in this stage. So we're going to go ahead and put this away. You know what? It actually will benefit a little bit from some fucking mirin. Some fucking mirin. Give it some acid up in this bitch. It's like, all I'm tasting is umptuous. Yeah. Yeah, that's tasty. That's fucking tasty. Alright? Alright, so we gotta let that, we gotta bring it to a boil, and then after that we'll let it simmer. Not too long, all that jazz. In the meantime, let's go ahead and cut up the most important part of this whole thing. That is the lemongrass. And we're not gonna do anything special with it. We are just going to put some of this right here inside. Like so. And lemongrass is literally what it sounds like. It's grass that tastes like lemon. And it really tastes like lemon. You can smell it when you cut it, right? Do a little bit more on there. Take this off. And the bulbs, of course, just like a regular green onion, the bottom part's going to have more of that flavor. Ah, yeah. That good. All right. So we are doing Lunar New Year whole Branzino fish with some chili crunch I made. That's what this big ass bowl is right here. So we're going to just take one of these and just... Lemongrass is also very, very, very woody, right? So it's, I'm using a thinner knife. You don't really want to use a thinner knife because it won't cut all the way through. But it smells like ginger, like, and you can see how fibrous it is, guys. Look at that. Those little fibers right there. Ah! All right, just put them right in. It's gonna add like that lemon essence without adding any of that hard acid that's in there. There is some acid. There's more sugar than there is acid in this, guys, but still stupid tasty, right? I've never had it either. I've never cooked it. I've never done any of this. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm doing it. And because it's like dashi, why the fuck not? Why not? It's fish, it's fish. We're gonna add some bonito to it. Why not? When in Rome. Let it do its thing. Add some smokiness to that bitch. Guys, I'm creating a fucking monster. Once it gets to a boil, we'll taste it again. I'm gonna wait. I gotta be patient for a bit. So I got our all this, but I do want to use some of this as the garnish. So I'm thinking, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's make sure we get an even that, and we'll cut these in half like so, and then we will julienne this. We'll go ahead and put those in there. Why not? Well, steep. Cut these in half lengthwise, like so. And then we will go ahead and julienne these, fine julienne. And this will be our garnish for the dish. Also, guys, thank you so much for spending your fine Wednesday evening with me. You guys make me so moist. All right. Ooh. Like so. There we go. Let's go ahead and put these in a container for now until we are ready for them. All right. Like so. Lemongrass. It smells so good in here now. It smells so good. All right. Ooh. Go ahead and wipe this up. Let it cook. Let it cook. Are we? Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's got to be patient. Got to be patient. All right. So you know what? Actually, considering how this is, I think I can do something even better with this fish now, right? So, what's the length on this? It's like the perfect length. That's perfect, all right? So this is what we're gonna do, right? Once this gets to a boil, we are going to lay this down, and then we are going to cook our bok choy in this. So we're only gonna need as much as we need. That's where my thought process is going with this, because the fish does not need so much going on with it. But with that said, we do need to start our oven. So we'll go ahead and roast. Do it like that. All right. So it's getting to a boil. We need it rolling. So it needs everything to boil, right? It's almost there. Our mushrooms have grown in size, which is great. Means that it is doing its job, right? Almost there. Almost. All right, and for this stage, we are actually going to move to the side scene. All right, I'm gonna kill the heat on this for now. And I'm just going to dress the bottom of this with some of this, our braising liquid. And we're going to do a little bit of the chili oil that we made. This way it kind of creates like a non-stick kind of surface, right? And then let me grab this. I'm going to stir it up. Actually, we don't need to stir it up. We just need the actual oil itself. So, kind of do it like that. Oh, God, it smells so good, guys. It smells so good and tasty. Mm-mm. Leave that in there for now. Make sure we get as much of those small bubbles as much as we can, so that way it creates. And you see how all those small globules are, guys? That's what we want. And we're going to put our fish upside down on this. Like so. Do it at an angle. Oh, yeah. And then we're going to put more of this on top. Oh, it smells so lemongrassy. Just to make sure that we coat the fish. And then this will cook into the fish too. Right? Like so. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and move this. Wait for this to heat up a little bit more. Actually, you know what? It's gonna heat up pretty fast. It's gonna heat up faster than we think it is. All right, let it do its thing. In the meantime, we're going to take some bok choy. Take some bok choy. Kill this ribbon. There we go. And we're just gonna cut these in half. We're gonna keep the stem on them. That way everything gets held together. I think we're only gonna do 5 pieces. 5 pieces sounds good. Because I won't eat it all tonight, but I will have enough for leftovers. 4. Nah, we'll do 4. I'm definitely not gonna eat all that. Right? So, we got that. Go ahead and put that in there. And we're gonna put this in our oven. And it's only gonna take about 5 minutes probably to cook. In the meantime, I'm gonna turn this back on. Actually, you know what? We don't need to turn that back on. Now I think about it. Grab a hot tray, and we're gonna put all of our bok choy in this as is. Right? That residual heat is gonna be more than enough to kind of get what we want, because we are gonna continue cooking this in a pan. Right? Because we want to get a nice hard sear on it. So I'm going to grab a small pan, like so. Do this. I'm going to switch the scene back up to the bird's eye. Cuckoo. Like so. We're going to add a little bit of oil, some schmoil. And I don't want to do the chili oil for this because there's already enough of heat going around. But we don't need too much, right? That much oil is going to be just fine. Just fine and dandy. Spread it around. Put you there for the time being. Oh, wait. I got tongs. All right. So once this gets hot enough, and you can see our bok choy is already starting to wilt, which is great. All right. Oil is good, and we're going to add this in. Here we go. Face down. That's half of our bok choy. And we're going to add a bit of our braising liquid to this. And let that cook down. Right? Our fish is fishing. Oh, that smells so good. All right. Oh, thank you, Hunty, for the roses. I'm doing all right, Damien. It's good seeing you again. It's good seeing you. Oh, thank you guys so much for the roses. All the gifts. You guys make me moist with those gifts. Okay. We do want the bottom to be fairly dark, but I'm not scared that I am running out of fuel, and I'm not. Oh, no, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good, right? We'll flip it over. And you see that all those white kind of just absorbed all of that, which is great. That's what we're looking for. All right. Let it keep cooking. Which is great, guys. It's great. Thank you guys coming in. It means a lot. It means a lot. Spending your sick time with me. All right. And just to make sure that stuff doesn't burn on the pan, we're just going to go ahead and add a bit more. All right. Let it do its thing. Now our bok choy is mostly cooked from this point, so it's fine. It's not the end of the world. God, it smells so good. Damn, what am I doing? I'm making some good shit, that's what I'm doing. All right, in the meantime, we are going to grab this plate. Maybe not that plate now I think about it. This plate right here. Oh, yeah. Fuck, you know what? I don't even think I want to do that plate. We're going to do this plate. I got this for Christmas, and I think this is going to be the perfect plate for this, guys. Yeah, I mean, it's not even, like, really a plate, but it is at the same time. It's, like, the perfect thing for this. Hopefully it's good enough. We'll see. All right, so we're going to put some bok choy all the way around. And we're going to do more. We're going to add a bit more oil. Actually, yeah, we'll do... No, we can't. We got to deglaze this really fast. 1 second. Let's put a little bit of water. Let this cook a little bit. Try and get all that brown stuff. If I added oil in there, what would happen is it's going to burn. That's going to actually... The oil's going to cook all that sauce into the pan. So one, it's going to be a pain in the ass to clean, and two, it's going to burn. It's just not going to taste as good, guys. It just wouldn't. So, we're going to dump this right back in, which is fine. Wipe. Now we can put more oil in. Oh, that's a little bit more than last time. That's fine. That's the last of the oil that we need for the day, because we have so much fucking oil, guys. We have so much. All right. So, we got that going. Already, this is looking pretty good. I kind of like the way that looks right off the bat, right? Our fish is looking, fishy. It's fishing. It's fishing right now. Right? We're going to keep it. Oh, it's starting to die. It's starting to die. I can see it. Let me make sure it's... Pop, pop. Almost, almost. Almost, guys. Almost. Going the distance, going for speed. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and add our bok choy. Yep, too much oil. That's fine. Not the end of the world. All right. And we're going to add some more of our liquid. There we go. Just to make sure it doesn't, you know, set everything on fire. Oh, that smells. God, that lemongrass is just popping out. That's amazing. It's so good, guys. It's so good. You know what? I didn't even try the sauce. Ah, that's so good. I'm keeping this sauce. Oh, that is so good. That's so tasty. I forgot how good lemongrass can be. All right. So tasty. So tasty, guys. Oh. All right, so we're letting that sear, letting it do its thing. And like I said, we're going to do the same thing we did with this, get those like nice colors on there. So we have the contrast of the dark and the green without overcooking everything. So we do need to let this cook a little bit further. I can tell that the gas tank on this is almost done. I'm pretty sure after this stream. Hope if it can last me through this stream, I'm fine. Make sure that that gets nice and viscous. Right? Like so. Alright, I'm gonna flip it over. What are we cooking tonight? We are cooking Lunar New Year, whole fish Branzino. With some bok choy and a chili crunch that I made with some Mexican chilies. So, like Chinese style chili crunch, but with Mexican chilies. Got a little bit more of this just to let the bok choy cook into it. Like so. And we are done with this pot, but I am definitely keeping this liquid. This is fucking tasty, guys. Super tasty. Sometimes I outdo myself, and this was one of those times, guys. This is... I've never done something like that before, and it's fucking tasty. It's, oh, man. Super duper good. All right. Ooh. Let that get nice and even. Let it cook down as far as it can. This gas tank is going the distance, guys. It's going the distance. It's going for speed. All right. It's not even done yet. Yeah, no, I'm about to pull the fish. I'm about to pull the fish here as soon as I'm done with this. It should be ready to go, actually. Let's double check it. A little bit under, but I think we can just fix that by changing this to a bake. There we go. And that'll be ready to go. All right. So that's done. That's Gucci. Put more of this in. All right. Kind of just offset everything. We're gonna put a little bit. Actually, no, we'll not put a little bit. This will all just be donezo. If we need some of this, we'll use some of it because this has so much fat in that. I don't think I want to do that. Stay still. There. Fuck. We'll keep this just in case. We'll just wipe. Go in from here. Get our hot pad for our plate. Pa! Pa! Ah! All right. A sip of some pop. All right. Actually, we're going to broil this because a nice broiled fish. So what we're going to do, what broiling is in an oven is it usually takes the top heating element and it just cranks it up to 11. It'll get as hot as it possibly can and it'll start cooking that top area. So that way you don't have to worry about like burning something, but it will burn very fast if you're not paying attention to it, right? Like this is one of those modes for any oven that you have that has a broil setting. You want to be next to the oven, ready to go, all right? So you can see, let's turn on the light. You can see, oh, you guys can't really see, but let me change you over to the face team. So you guys have a better operation in there. Now we want to see some bubbling. You guys, it's going to be hard for you guys to see because I'm using an iPad as this camera right now. But we got some action going on. We want to make sure that the fish, it's got. Well, I want some color on there, right? I want some, right? Will I get it? I don't know, but we will see. All right. Guys, again, thank you guys for just sticking around and having a good old gay old time with me old Uber stuff on Lunar New Year, right? A lot of you guys are probably like, oh, I'm not gonna get anything from Lunar New Year. Yeah, well, you know what? You get entertainment from me. All right. So we still want to do some action on this. I want that fish head. I want those eyes to like boil, right? And fish eyes are tasty. I don't know. I've never had a Branzino fish eye though, if I'm being completely honest. So I could be wrong about that. I could be. But fish heads have a lot of good stuff. Cheeks, fish cheeks. There's a lot of good shit in the cheeks. All right. So we're just gonna let it do its thing. I know for a fact the fish is cooked. I just want to like really increase that color, right? No. Go back to broil. Bring you all. Okay, it was already up. It was up. Keep going. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Also, guys, you guys are probably wondering about these lights. They're bright as fuck. The reason why is because they're replicating sunlight. Why are they replicating sunlight? I'm going to be growing stuff, and you guys get to see it grow over time. So the more you guys start paying attention, I don't have anything in there today. Tomorrow I will, all right? I don't know exactly what I'm putting, but I got a fuck ton of seeds, and this is all stuff you guys will see grow over time. So the more you guys are in, it's like your own little baby, right? It's your own little, ooh, coochie coochie goo, you know? Check it out. Oh, we're getting some bubble action. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And we are done. Oh. All right, let's go ahead and change the scene back. The bird's eye. All right. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Oh yeah. So, I don't think I have a spatch on me up here, but I do have this. All right. Let's try this out. So, because I do want it to be cool or like covered or closed, I mean. But I'm scared that I'm gonna break the fish. Okay, let's do it like this. Guys, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Hold on, 1 second. Here. Oh, we lost some meat. That's not Gucci, but we get to try it from this stage, right? Like so. Some of this fish. It's not the prettiest, but that's also because I didn't know what I was doing. I'm curious to see what this tastes like. Oh man. That's so tasty. All right. Oh, that's so good. All right. We're gonna add some of this leftover juice on there. Because this stuff is the fishy stuff. Like so. Put some all over. All right. And then we are going to do some of our chili crisp that we made. More of that crispy goodness. All right. Put some of that on the bok choy as well. All right. And then we're going to add our lemongrass. Just as shitty garnish. Right? So we got that going right there. Oh, look at that, guys. That looks fucking awesome. All right. That's what we got. Oh, yeah. Happy Lunar New Year, everyone. Look at this Branzino. It's all decked out. Oh. And now that I'm not doing it with my phone, I can take a picture of it now. Hell yeah. God, this fish is... Babe, you're in here, right? Babe? Oh, you just stopped? Come over here. I need a reaction. Live reaction.
That's beautiful. It really is.
You can't taste it, though, because of dark soy sauce.
It's a really pretty dish.
Yeah. But you can try the chili crunch. Here. We're going to get her to try the chili crunch, everyone. I'm not sure if she's in the mood to, but she doesn't have a choice. So, all right. Is it spicy? Is it too spicy? I don't want it too spicy. 'Cause I'm a
It's
pussy.
not very spicy at all.
Not very spicy, but is it like a
Yeah,
big chili?
It's got
Shit.
a little bit of heat in it, but it's not like overpowering.
Okay, good. That's what I'm looking for. Cool.
It's like an afterburn.
Afterburner heat. That's good. That's perfect. Guys, now we get to do the taste test of it. Right? Now we get to do the taste test. I didn't have any rice. I don't have any rice. I don't know why I didn't cook any fucking rice. Why did I not do that? Stupid me. Stupid me. Guys, oh, before I do that, I gotta take a picture. Like I said. Ugh, fucking settings. Gosh. I make all this stuff. And wait till I get like an actual good camera. Like I looked at a store today. They're expensive, but guys, I really want to get a good camera, right? All right. So, we got our Branzino. Let me take a picture. Camera. Make sure we get this right. Get the... Let me make sure I got... Let's see, there's a food mode on here too. See that? There we go. Alright, cool. Ah. Tasty. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Guys, alright, now we get to do the test. Now we get to do the tasting. Alright. Oh, I'm so mad that I didn't get any fucking... rice. Ah! Ah! Here, let me change the scene. Ah! Ugh. Okay, bok choy could have been cooked a little bit longer, but it's because of the stems. I don't know what kind of magic I did with that sauce, but fuck, that's tasty. I can almost drink that sauce. Take the tail. Ugh. That chili crunch is... Oh. Yeah, that's the fishtail too, by the way, guys. Oh, man. Guys. Oh. That is so good. Fuck. Oh my god. That is fucking tasty. Oh, I gotta send this. One of my chef friends. All right. Oh, okay. Dude, thank you, Toucher. It is so good. This is a Branzino. Okay, let me change the scene really fast. So, I know you guys are on TikTok. You guys don't get scene changes. All right. So, this right here is a Branzino that is that I braised in a fuck ton, like a Chinese soy with bok choy and a chili crunch that I made in house with Mexican chilies. Oh God, look at how perfectly this fish is, and just buttery, and oh, it's so good. I did all this on the top of my head. Oh man, this is definitely one of the better things I've made. I'm I'm very surprised with myself. Oh man, that's so fucking good. I don't even think I'm gonna have leftovers. Yeah, I know. It's not sexy watching me pull the bones out of my mouth, but guys, I don't give a shit. This is tasty. It's how you're supposed to eat fish anyways too, because fish tastes better with the bone cooked in it. So much better. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna eat anymore because I have to clean. Oh, guys. Ugh. Ugh. All right, everyone. Thank you guys for another episode of me cooking and all that shit. All that. You guys, thank you. TikTok, sticking around. All you OGs, you guys have been nothing but grand. If you guys don't know me on Twitch, you guys soon fucking will. I swear to God, you guys will. And you guys are gonna... Ugh! But anyways, if you guys also on TikTok want to come over to Twitch, Twitch is where it's at, where I want to make it at. That's the cool shit. You guys get a lot more stuff going around, a lot more interaction, cool shit going. And guys, really, thank you guys for coming in. Happy Lunar New Year if this is what you celebrate, and if you don't, you're starting it now. Today was the first episode of the second season is what I'm calling it. The first season was nothing but TikTok. You all had that, and now this is the dawn, the new year, the new me, the Uber stuff. Ah! I was actually expecting this recipe to take a whole of a lot longer, guys, but it didn't. That's also because I'm the chef. That's kind of like being efficient. It's a whole ass thing. Guys, thank you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow. We are going to cook again tomorrow. Count your asses on it. And have a good night. Kisses.